Silk and twine. It is right. It should be so. Man was made for both joy and woe. And when this we rightly know, safely through the world we go. Thank you.
That was a beautiful rendition by Nikita. In the movie adaptation of The Wizard of Oz, the horse that draws Dorothy and her friends to the Emerald City was actually covered in several colors of gelatin powder to achieve a vibrant color. The only problem was to keep the horse from licking it off itself. As our 40th performer, Nitumira is going to be performing Dorothy's monologue from The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum.
Hi everyone, my name is Nitumira and today I am going to perform the monologue Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. But it wasn't a dream, it was a place. And you were there. But you couldn't have been, could no, Auntie M, this is a really truly life place, and I remember some of it wasn't very nice, and most of it was beautiful. But the same, all I kept saying to everybody was, I want to go to home, and they sent me home. Doesn't anybody believe me? But anyway, Toto, we are home, and this is my room, and you're all are here. And I'm never ever going to leave this place ever again because I love you all so much. And go on, there is no place like home. Thank you.
That was a super performance by Nitumira. Moving on, we have Ritvika, who will be narrating the story, Three Dolls from Stories of Tenali Raman. The stage is all yours, Ritvika.
Hi all, I'm Ritvika. Today,
Stop. Come to the center. Come here. Come here. Doing it so loud and nice. Come here. Yeah. Now you can come to the front also and take some pics. You all are very on the side. Yeah.
Hi all, I'm Ritvika. Today, I'm going to narrate the story of Tenali Raman and the Three Dolls. The great King Krishnadevaraya had a lot of wise ministers in his court, and the wisest of them all was Tenali Raman. One day, a merchant came to the king's court from a foreign kingdom. He saluted the king and said, Your Majesty, I have heard from many people that you have very wise ministers in your court. But with your permission, I would like to test the wisdom of the ministers. This aroused the king's interest and he gave the merchant his permission. The merchant gave the king 3 dolls that looked identical. He said, though these dolls look similar, they are different in some ways. If your ministers can find the difference, I shall bow to their wisdom. But if they could not, I will assume that there are no wise ministers in your court. The king asked all his ministers except Tenali Raman to assemble. He gave them the three dolls and told them to find the difference in 3 days' time. At last, after the 3 days, none of the ministers could figure out the difference. The king got worried. Now he called Tenali Raman. He said to him, Tenali, I did not summon you before because I thought that this problem would be too simple. But since no one had been able to find the difference, it's up to you now. Please find the difference between these folks. So Tenali took the 3 dolls and went away. He found the difference. After a lot of effort, he found the difference. He went back to the court when the merchant had to return. He showed them in the front of the whole court that he had found the difference. He took a very thin wire and put it in the first doll's ear. The wire came out from the doll's mouth. In the second door, the wire went in through the ear and came out from the other ear. In the third door, the wire went in through the heart and did not come out. He explained. In the first door, the wire went in through the ear and came out from the mouth. This doll is bad, as it represents the people who cannot keep a secret. In the second doll, the wire went in through the ear and came out from the other ear. This doll is average, as it represents the harmless people who cannot keep a secret. In the third doll, the wire went in through the heart and did not come out. This doll is good, as it represents the good people who can keep a secret. Thank you.
That was an adorable performance by Ritvika. Now, R.K. Narayan's first published work was neither a novel nor a short story. It was a book review of development of maritime law of 17th century England. Up at number 5, Moksha will be performing an extract from Horse and Two Goats by R.K. Narayan. The stage is all yours, Moksha.
Hello everybody, my name is Moksha and I am going to narrate the story Horse and the Two Goats written by R.K. Narayan. Kritam was the tiniest of all the villages in India. A poor man named Muni lived in this village who was once quite prosperous. Now only his possessions were his two goats. One day, Muni sat to eat drumstick curry, so his wife asked him to bring some ingredients from the local vendor. However, the local vendor humiliated him and sent him empty-handed. His wife too sent away saying that she had no food to give him. He went to the outskirts of the village and sat on the pedestal of the statue of a horse. From there, he watched the vehicles pass on the highway. He noticed the yellow vehicle come near him and stopped. A foreigner got out, looked at his car and approached Muni. Excuse me, is there a gas station nearby or do I have to wait until the other car comes? Suddenly he looked at the horse and was awed by it. But Muni was afraid of the man. He will shoot or chase if I start running. I don't know why this man is after me. Namaste, how do you do? The only English words Muni knew were yes and no. He started speaking to the foreigner in Tamil. Yan payar Muni, idi ennada aadigal. The foreigner was puzzled by this. He told Muni that he was from New York and showed his card. However, Muni thought the man had come to arrest him for a recent murder case in his village. ஐயா எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது யார் பண்ணினாலும் அவன் தப்பிக்கவே முடியாது. The foreigner understood nothing. He asked Muni if he knew when the horse was made. Muni couldn't understand anything and he kept on speaking in Tamil. Can't you speak English? Everyone in this country seems to know English. Finally, Muni decided to leave the place, but the foreigner stopped him. Isn't the statue yours? Why don't you sell it to me? Muni didn't understand anything. He explained how the horse story was narrated to him through the generations. The foreigner offered 100 rupee note for the horse. Muni thought the money was being offered for his goats and left. The foreigner took the horse in a truck which came by. So Muni reached home and showed the money to his wife. Suddenly, he heard the sound of the goats outside. He shouted at the goats, asking them why they had returned back. Now his wife started suspecting him. Thank you.
That was an amazing performance by Moksha. Our next performer is Vaishnavi, who will be playing the character of Winnie the Pooh, the cuddly and lovable bear, a beautiful creation by A.A. Milne. The lazy and this cute bear is an absolute favorite of everyone and was created by A.A. Milne based on his son's toy teddy bear. Now, over to you, Vaishnavi.
Hi everybody, I'm Vaishnavi. I'm going to perform the character Winnie the Pooh. Let's begin. That buzzing noise means something. You don't get a buzzing noise like that. Just buzzing and buzzing without its meaning something. If there's a buzzing noise, somebody's making a buzzing noise. And the one reason for making the buzzing noise that I know is because you're a bee. And the one reason for being a bee is to make honey. And the one reason for making honey is so that I can eat it. If bats were bees, they would build a nest at the bottom of trees. And in that being so, if bees were bats, you don't have to climb up all these stairs. Oh, help! If I only hadn't, you see what I meant to do? It's all because of liking honey so much. Thank you.
That was a fantastic performance. Now we have Darshan, who is going to recite another William Blake poem called London. Over to you, Darshan.
Hello, my name is Darshan, and today I'll be reciting the poem London by William Blake. I wandered through each charted street, near where charted Thames does flow, and marked in every face I meet, marks of weakness, marks of woe. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, every voice in every band, the mind poetry manacle are here. How the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church appalls, and a hapless soldier sighs, runs in blood down palace walls. But most to midnight streets I hear, how the youthful harlots curse, blasts the newborn infants tear, and blights with plague the marriage years. Thank you.
That was a brilliant performance by Darshan. Our 43rd performer, Brijesh, is going to bring to light another story from Sherlock Holmes. The stage is all yours, Brijesh.
Hi everyone, I'm British. I'm here to perform the story of Sherlock Holmes, how Watson learned the trick. Watson was intently watching his companion, Sherlock Holmes, for a while since he had been sitting on the breakfast table. And Sherlock Holmes happened to look up and catch his eye. Well, Watson, what are you thinking about? Asked Holmes. About you. Me? What are you thinking about me? Asked Holmes. I was thinking how superficial are these tricks of yours and how the public should continue to show interest in them. Well, thank you, but I'm already very wise and there's no one wiser than me. Well, there are. I can show you that you were very preoccupied since this morning. Well, how can you tell that? Because you were a very tidy man and you have forgotten to shave. What? Oh, how did you find that? I have found some other things too, but I wanted to tell them afterwards as I'm very hungry and now I want to eat something on the breakfast table. Thank you. If you want to know more, you can watch the Sherlock Holmes book. Thanks.
It was a super performance by Brijesh. Did you know Kamala Das' last book titled The Kept Woman and Other Stories was published posthumously, featuring many of his translated short stories. Our next performer is Ritvik Harish, who will be reciting the poem The Rain by Kamala Das.
Hello, friends and participants. My name is Ritvik.
You can come a little forward. Come a little more forward. You can be a little more louder. Thank you.
Hello, friends and participants. My name is Ritvik. Today, I am going to recite the poem Rain by Kamala Das. Kamala Das was a famous poet. In this poem, she tells us that her dog has died in her old house. She's moving to a new house, still worrying what her dog is still doing. We left that old, ungainly house. When my dog died there, after the burial, after the rose flowered twice, pulling by its roots and cutting it with the books, clothes and chairs in a hurry. We live in a new house now, and the roofs do not leak. But when it rains here, I see the rain drench that empty house. I hear it fall where my puppy now lies alone. Thank you.
That was a great performance by Ritvik. Did you know that there's a James Bond song inspired from Bharatiyar's poetry? This was sung by the British singer Adele in the film Skyfall. As our ninth performer, Johan is going to recite the poem Odi Vilayadu Papa by Mahakavi Bharatiyar. The stage is all yours, Johan.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் யோகான். நான் பாரதியார் எழுதிய ஓடி விளையாடு பாப்பா சொல்ல போகிறேன். ஓடி விளையாடு பாப்பா, நீ ஓய்ந்திருக்கலாகாது பாப்பா. கூடி விளையாடு பாப்பா, ஒரு குழந்தைய வெய்யாதே பாப்பா. சின்னஞ்செழு குருவி போலே நீ தெரிந்து பறந்து வா பாப்பா. வண்ண பரவலை கண்டு நீ மனதில் மறைச்சு கொண்டு பாப்பா. காலை எண்ணுடன் படிக்கும், பின்பு கனிவு கொடுக்கும் நல்ல பாட்டு. மாலை முழுதும் விளையாட்டு, எங்க வழக்கப்படுத்தி கொடு பாப்பா. நன்றி.
That was a great performance by Johan. Bharati Dasan, known as Purachi Kavinya, a revolutionary poet, because of his fierce poems composed during the freedom struggle. His maiden name was Kannaga Sabai Subarathina, but due to his respect for another famous poet, Bharatiyar, he changed his name to Bharati Dasan. Our next performer, Akhilan, will be rendering a Tamil poem by Bharatiyar. Thank you.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் அகிலன். நான் பாரதிதாசனின் 3 கவிதைகளை கூறப்போகிறேன். முதல், நூலைப்படி. நூலைப்படி சங்கத்தமிழ் நூலைப்படி, முறைப்படி நூலைப்படி, காலையில் படி, கடுப்பகல் படி, மாலை இரவு பொருள்படும்படி நூலைப்படி. கற்பவை கற்கும்படி வள்ளுவர் சொன்னபடி கற்கத்தான் வேண்டும், அப்படி கல்லாதவர் வாழ்வதற்படி நூலைப்படி. அறம்படி, பொருளைப்படி, அப்படியே இன்பப்படி, இறந்து தமிழ் நான்மறை பிறந்தது என்று சொல்லும்படி நூலைப்படி. அகப்பொருள் படி, அதன்படி புறப்பொருள் படி, நல்லபடி, புகப்புக படிப்படியாய் புலமை வரும் என் சொற்படி நூலைப்படி. தொடங்களில் வருந்தும்படி, இருப்பினும் ஊன்றிப்படி, அடங்கா இன்பம் மறுபடி ஆகும் என் ஆன்றோர் சொற்படி நூலைப்படி. இரண்டாம், உயிர்கள். பிளவுபட்ட குளம்புடையது மாடு, பிளவுபடா குளம்புடையது குதிரை. முளைக்கும் இரு கொம்புடையது மாடு, முழுவதுமே கொம்பில்லாதது குதிரை. பல பலன்று முட்டையிடும் பறவை, பட்டு போல குட்டி போடும் விலங்கு. பட்டு போல குட்டி போடும் விலங்கு. வெளியில் வரா காதுடையது பறவை, வெளியில் நீண்ட காதுடையது விலங்கு. நீர்நிலையில் வாழ்ந்திருக்கும் முதலை, நீலச்சுறா, திமிங்கலங்கள் எல்லாம் நீர்நிலையில் குட்டியிடும் விலங்கு. நிறை நீங்கள் முட்டையிடும் நீரில். நீரிலுமே பாம்பிருப்பதுண்டு, நிலத்திலும் பாம்பிருப்பதுண்டு. ஊரில் உள்ள பாம்போடும் நீரில் உள்ள பாம்பும் இடுவதுண்டு முட்டை. மூன்றாவது, சென்னையில் வீட்டு வசதி. ஒரு வரம் தேவை, உதவீரையா திருவரங்க பெருமாள் நீரே. சென்னையில் உங்கள் சிறந்த நாமம் தெரியாதவர்கள் ஒருவரும் இல்லை. பிச்சை எடுத்து நான் பெற்ற பொருளில் மிச்சம் பிடித்து தேன் போட்டுண்ண திணையில் ஒருபடி சேகரித்தேன். ஆகையால் அதனை வீட்டில் வைத்து வெளியே சென்று விடிய வந்து எடுத்துக் கொள்கிறேன். வீட்டுக்காரன் கேட்டு துடித்தான். பாட்டு பாடும் பராபர வஸ்துவே, படித்தினைக்கிடம் இருந்தால் குடித்தனத்துக்கு இடம் கொடுத்திருப்பேனே. நன்றி.
That was a fantastic performance by Akhilan. Now we have yet another monologue from The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. Ankita Aravind, our 47th performer, will now be performing the Wicked Witch's monologue from The Wizard of Oz. The stage is all yours, Ankita.
My name is Ankita Alvin, and I'm going to perform a monologue, The Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. Nico, where is the commander of my aerobatic apes? Aha, there you are. I have an important task for you. My enemies are about to enter the haunted forest. I want you to rouse your men and snatch the sickening little girl and her equally nauseating little dog. Exhausted? What do you mean you're exhausted? All right. I'll conjure up a spell to take the fight out of her. Now, which of my creepy, crawly creations shall I send to play her? The flibberty gibbet? No. The fly-by-night? No. Aha! I've got it. The jitterbug. Well, may you jibber. There's no more infectious bug in my book of spells. Once bitten, they can never stop dancing till they drop. And when they do, you shall be there to scoop up the little brat and the little brute and bring them both to me. Now go, do my bidding. Fly, fly, fly. Soon those darling slippers will grace my dainty feet. I wonder if the Winkies do shoe repair. There is nothing so depressing as boundless optimism. Happily, it is totally misplaced. Now, shall I squash them out like the interfering bugs they are? Or shall I be witty and creative? The bug alternative is attractive, but messy. So witty and creative wins the day. Aha! Poison in it, I think, with poison in it. But attractive to the eye and soothing to the smell. Ha 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 ha! Poppies, poppies, poppies. This little lullaby will put them to sleep forever. And then the ruby slippers will be mine. Ha 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 ha. Thank you.
That was truly a wicked performance by Ankita. At number 13 on today's list of performances, and at number 3 on today's list of renditions of William Blake poems, we have Sahitya, who is going to recite one of his poems, Tiger. The stage is all yours, Sahitya.
Hi, my name is Sahitya and I'm going to perform a poem, The Tiger by William Blake. Tiger, tiger, burning bright, the forest of the night. What immortal hand or eye could frame the fearful symmetry? In what distance deeper skies burn the fire of thin eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What hand dare seize the fire? What hammer, what shoulder and what art could twist and sinews the heart? But when the heart begins to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? What hammer, what the chain, and what furnace was the brain? What the anvil, what dread grasp? Dare it steady, terror's clasp. When the stars drew down their spears and watered the heaven with their tears, did he smile for his work? Did he who made the lamp make thee? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. What immortal hand or eye that frame the fearful symmetry? Thank you.
That was a great performance by Sahitya. Now, as our 49th performer, Niyati will be performing an extract, A Snake in the Grass from Malgudi Days by R.K. Narayan. The stage is all yours, Niyati.
Hi everyone, my name is Snake. So today I'll share you a short story called A Snake in the Grass. This story is from the book Malgudi Days written by R.K. Narayan. On a sunny afternoon, when the inmates of the bungalow were in the siesta, a cyclist rang his bell at the gate frantically and announced, "A big cobra has got into a compound. It crossed my beam." He pointed to its track under the gate and resumed his journey. The family, consisting of the mother and the 4 sons, assembled at the gate in great agitation. The old servant Dasa was sleeping in the shed. They shook him out of his sleep and announced to him the arrival of the cobra. "There is no cobra," he replied and tried to dismiss the matter. They swore at him and forced him to take an interest in the cobra. Was Dasa able to take an interest in the cobra? If you want to know more what happened to Dasa, please read the book. Thank you.
That was a super performance by Niyati. With that, we come to the end of the first half of today's performance. Now I call upon my co-anchor, Kamala, who will continue from here. Over to you, Kamala.
Hello and good morning. My name is Kamala and I will be your host for the rest of the morning. Now presenting our 50th performer, Vibhu, who will be narrating a story about our childhood favorite, Pooh and Eeyore, from the A.A. Milne story collection, Winnie the Pooh. Vibhu, the stage is yours.
Morning. Good morning. My name is Vibu. Today I am going to speak about the Pooh and Eeyore story. The Eeyore is feeling very sad today. He's lost his tail. Eeyore looks up and sees Pooh. "Hello," says Pooh. Eeyore doesn't answer. "What's the matter, Eeyore?" asked Pooh. "I lost my tail again," says Eeyore. Pooh thinks very hard. He wants to help Eeyore. Pooh goes on his way to gather all his friends. Pooh Let's have a bouncing contest. After the contest, Rabbit says, let's work in the garden. Now, let's read a story. Owl pulling out the book. Who wants to play hide and seek? Let's go back to my house for some homemade cookies. Offers Kanga. Hooray, praise everyone. When the sun sets, a wonderful day. Who walks here? Who? I'm glad that you're my friend, says who? Gloomy old Eeyore feels very happy. He has his tail, but much more important, he has wonderful pets. Thank you.
Thank you, Vibhu. We all know Kamala Das, the acclaimed poet of Indian experiences as a woman. Now presenting one of her poems, Words. Shruti, the stage is yours.
Greetings to one and all present here. I'm Shrutika Shri Gautaman. Today I'll be presenting the poem Words written by Kamala Das. All around me are words, words, and words. They grow on me like leaves. They never seem to stop their slow growth from within. But I tell myself that words are a nuisance. Beware of them. They can be so many things. A chance where running feet must pause. To look a sea with blazing waves. A blast of burning air. Or a knife most willing to cut your best friend's throat. Words are a nuisance, but they grow on me like leaves on a tree. They never seem to stop their coming from silence, somewhere deep within. Thank you.
Thank you, Shruti. Now we have Taran Chandrasekhar, who will be enacting the Hindi poem Phool. The stage is all yours, Taran.
मेरे प्यारे साथियों
Come forward. Yeah, thank you.
मेरे प्यारे साथियों मैं तरुण आपके लिए कविता प्रस्तुत करने वाला हूँ छोटी सी बगिया में देखो कितने रंग बिरंगे फूल सबके मन में मोहक लगते हैं हंसते और मुस्कुराते फूल जो भी बगिया में आता है सबको खूब रिझाते फूल इधर पटकते उधर मटकते तनिक नहीं शर्माते फूल तितली आती भंवरे आते सबको पास बुलाते फूल ताते ताते नाच नाच कर मीठे गीत सुनाते फूल सर्दी से गर्मी से और वर्षा से कभी नहीं घबराते फूल झुम झुम कर मौज मनाकर सबका मन को बहलाते फूल धन्यवाद जी
Thank you, Taran. We hope Winnie the Pooh is as much a favorite to all of you as it is to us. Here is our third and final Winnie the Pooh excerpt for tonight. Loyal Through and Through, performed by Kalki Vinod.
Hi everyone, my name is Kalki. Today I am going to narrate the story of Loyal Through and Through. The wind,
Forward. And be a bit more louder.
the wind tried to stop me, but there I am to see my friend Piglet. Piglet opened the door a little bit for Pooh to enter, but the wind was so strong that a bunch of leaves flew into Piglet's house. Piglet said, "Oh dear, I don't want to rake these leaves all again." Pooh said, "Don't worry, my friend Piglet. I will go to my house, get my broom, and we can do the job together."
Okay, said Piglet, who went to his house to get his broom. But he saw his curious chair and felt like sleeping. But he said, no, I know this will help Piglet, so I am going and helping Piglet. After Pooh reached Piglet's house and started doing the work, few minutes later, Tigger came and said, hey friends, it's not a good day to release, but it is a good day to collect acorns. Well, Pooh said, we would love to join you, but me and Piglet have got some work to do. Okay, said Tigger and went to fly his kite. Few minutes later, Rabbit and Roo came and said, it's not a good day to rake leaves, but it is a good day to collect acorns. We would love to join you, said Pooh and Piglet, but we have got some work to do. Okay, said Rabbit and Roo, and they went. It was evening for the two to finish their work. Pooh was tired and was sitting under a tree when the other friends came and said, hey Pooh, we have got a gift for you. It is honey. Thank you. But what is it for? Asked Pooh. Piglet said, it is for your hard work. Whatever happened, you still helped me. They all enjoyed the honey and lived happily ever after. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalki. So sweet to hear the younger generation take up our taste in literature, who is such a classic. Our 54th performer is Sukeshwaran, who will be enacting a Tamil monologue from the classic Thiruvilayadal. Miracles from Lord Shiva to help his devotees in time of crisis. Kalki.
இங்கு கூடியுள்ள அனைவருக்கும் என் முதற்கண் வணக்கங்கள். நான் சுகேஸ்வரன். திருவிளையாடல் புராணத்திலிருந்து ஒரு புலவர் சொக்கநாதரையும் மீனாட்சி அம்மனையும் 1000 பொற்காசுகளுக்காக வழிபடும் காட்சியை நான் உங்களுக்கு நகைச்சுவை காட்சியாக நடித்து காட்டப் போகிறேன். டம் டம் டம். புலவர்களுக்கான ஒரு அரிய வாய்ப்பு. நமது பாண்டிய மன்னருக்கு பெரும் பிரச்சனையில் பெருத்த சந்தேகம் ஏற்பட்டுள்ளது. அதை உடனடியாக தீர்ப்பவர்களுக்கு 1000 பொற்காசுகள் பரிசளிக்கப்படும். இது அரசு நாணை. நகர் தண்டோரா, பரிசுத்தொகை எவ்வளவு? 1000 பொற்காசு. 1000 பொற்காசுகளா? ஐயோ ஐயோ, 1000 பொற்காசுகள் பாத்திருக்கீங்களா? கேட்டது கூட இல்லையே. ஆமாம், அரசனுடைய சந்தேகம் தான் என்ன? அதை என்னால் தீர்த்து வைக்க முடியுமா? அதை பற்றி ஏதாவது விவரம் தெரியுமா உனக்கு? அது தெரிந்தால் நானே பரிசு தொகையை வென்று விட மாட்டேனா? அதான, அது தெரிஞ்சா நீ ஏன் இவ்வளவு வேகத்துல தண்டனா போட்டுட்டு இருக்க போற? ஆமாம், பரிசு தொகை எவ்வளவு? 1000 பொற்காசுகள். ஐயோ, அதை நான் யார்கிட்ட போய் சொல்லுவேன்? சொக்கா. இந்த தகவலை கேட்ட தரணி மீனாட்சி அம்மனிடமும் சொக்கநாதரிடமும் புலம்பும் காட்சியை அடுத்ததாக நான் உங்களுக்கு நடித்து காட்டப் போகிறேன். அப்பா, சொக்கா, அரசன் கொடுக்குற 1000 பொற்காசுகள் எனக்கே கிடைக்கிற மாதிரி அருள் புரிய மாட்டியா? உன் காதுல விடாதே. அம்மா மீனாட்சி, கூப்பிட்டீங்களா ஐயா? ஒன்னாரு நான் கூப்பிட்டா போ. பாத்தியா பாத்தியா மீனாட்சி, உன்னை கூப்பிட்டா மத்தவங்க எல்லாம் திரும்பி பாக்குறாங்களே தவிர நீ பார்க்க மாட்டேன் மீனாட்சி. என்ன மட்டும் ரக்ஷி. நல்முத்து பஞ்சனை மேல் நீ இருக்கும் வேலையிலே நீ எங்க தனியா இருக்க? நல்முத்து பஞ்சனை மேல் நாதருடன் நீ இருக்கும் வேலையிலே நீ சொல்முத்து சொக்கனாரை எந்த குறைத்திற்கு சொன்னால் வாய்முத்து சிந்தியமோ வாழ்வழிக்கும் அம்பிகையே. எனக்கு இல்ல ஒன்னா ரெண்டா 1000 பொண்ணாச்சே 1000 பொண்ணாச்சே. என் பிரச்சனையே என்னால தீர்க்க முடியல. இல்ல நான் எங்க இந்த அரச பிரச்சனை போய் தீக்கிறது? இப்போன்னு பார்த்து எனக்கு பாட்டு எழுத வரல. வேற எவனோ வந்து அடிச்சுட்டு போறான். ஐயா, அட போய புலவரே, என்னையா என் கையில 1000 பொற்காசுகள். கவலைப்படாதே, அந்த பாட்டை நான் உனக்கு தருகிறேன். இது பாட்டை நீங்க எனக்கு தரீங்களா? உங்க பாட்டு போய் நான் எடுத்துட்டு என் பாட்டுன்னு சொல்றதா? ஓயா நில், அந்த பரிசின் மீது எனக்கு ஆசை இல்லை. சத்தியமா? நிச்சயமா? யோ இப்ப புரியுதியா? முத பாட்டு எழுதி பழகுற, அது நேரம் எடுத்துட்டு போனா எப்படி உதைப்பாங்களோ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்களோன்னு தெரியாம என்கிட்ட கொண்டு தரப்புற. உனக்கு என் புலவை மேல் சந்தேகம் இருந்தால், உனக்கு திறமை என்றால் என்னை சோதித்து பாரேன். ஏய், யாருக்கிட்ட? நான் பார்வைக்கான சும்மா இருக்கலாம், என் புலவை பத்தி எனக்கு தெரியாது. கேள்விகளை நீ கேட்கிறாயா, நான் கேட்கட்டுமா? கேட்கப்படுத்தாது, நானே கேட்கிறேன். கேளும் புறம் கேளும். பிரிக்க முடியாதது என்னவோ தமிழும் சுவையும். பிரியக்கூடாதது எதுகையும் மூனையும். சேர்ந்தே இருப்பது வறுமையும் புலமையும். சேராதிருப்பது அறிவும் பணமும். சொல்லக்கூடாதது பெண்ணிடம் ரகசியம். சொல்லக்கூடியது உண்மையின் தத்துவம். பார்க்க கூடாதது பசியும் பஞ்சமும். பார்த்து ரசிப்பது கலையும் அழகும். கலை என்பது ஏழசை நாடகம். நாடகம் என்பது நடிப்பும் பாட்டும். பாட்டுக்கு நாரதர், சொல்லுக்கு அகத்தியன், வில்லுக்கு விஜயன், ஆசைக்கு நீ, அறிவுக்கு நான். ஐயா சாமி, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சதே அவ்வளவுதான், ஆள விடு. நன்றி.
Thank you, Sukeshwaran. Our next performer is Taran Aditya, who will be enacting the poem The Cavity, the Mystery Cat by E.F. Eliot.
Hi all, my name is Tarun Aditya. Today I'll be reciting a poem, McCavity, the Mystery Cat, by T.S. Eliot. McCavity is a mystery cat. He's called the hidden paw, for he's the master criminal, can defy the law. He's the battleman of Scotland Yard, the flying Scot dispatch. For when you reach the scene of crime, McCavity is not there. McCavity, there's no one like McCavity. He's broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fucker stare. For when you reach the scene of crime, McCavity is not there. You may seek him in the basement. You may look up in the air. But I tell you once and once again, McCavity is not there. McCavity is a ginger cat. He's very tall and thin. He's broke. He's lined with thought. McCavity. There's no one like McCavity. You may meet him in the square. You may see him in the street. But when the crime's discovered, McCavity is not there. Thank you.
Thank you, Taran. Now we have Siddhant presenting Adventure of an Empty House, one of Sherlock Holmes' experiences, a character created by Arthur Conan Doyle.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Siddhant Rakesh, and today I'm going to perform a story written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The Adventure of an Empty House is what I'm going to narrate today. The story takes place 3 years after the supposed death of Sherlock Holmes and Rickenbach Falls. The Honorable Ronald Adair, son of Earl Mayhew, a highly Australian colonies official, is found murdered. The authorities could not mention the man's family as he was perplexed by the case. It seems that Adair had no enemy in the world. Adair was sitting in his room with the window open, handling some accounts, money, and papers. He was found by the police. Adair won some money and had significant sums of money. He was sitting in his room with the window open, which was 20 foot and about 6 meters, in a flower bed, and he was shot with a soft point bullet back of his head. Yet he was killed. But the police could not know where it was fired from. Dr. Watson visits the crime scene and finds the plain clothes on the ground and attracts to an elderly book collector. Once, as he manages to keep some books in his bookshelf, it himself to Sherlock Holmes. Watson is shocked that Holmes is alive. The Honorable Ronald Adair, was the second son of Earl Mayhew, and that time the governor of Australian colonies. His mother was returned from Australia to have a cataract operation. His son Ronald and daughter Hilda lived in 427 Park Lane. Ronald was fond of cars and had a partnership with current service name John Hardy Emirates. He won as a £420 the partnership. On the evening, when he returned from the club, exactly at 10, at that time, his mother and daughter were spending time with a relation. A minute of examination circumstances, the case came to a complex that why youngsters like Adair had been murdered and escaped by the window. It seems that they had been Adair and Moran had played an undoubtedly foul play. Therefore, the day of the murder, Adair had discovered that Moran was cheating on him. He voluntarily designed and never played cards again. He therefore murdered Adair and never got an ill-gotten cards and had never played a partner's profit and never played a foul play. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sudhan. Lots of genre diversity tonight. I'm enjoying it. Now, if everyone is willing to hear more from a Kamala, Srivatsan, presenting My Grandma's House by Kamala Das.
Hello everybody, my name is Srivatsan. Today I am going to recite a poem called My Grandmother's House by Kamala Das. There is a house not far away where once I received love. The woman died. The house faded into silence. Snakes moved among books. I wasn't too young to read. My blood turned cold like the moon. How often I think of going there to peer through the blind eyes of windows, or just listen to the frozen air from the wildest pen. Pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to light. Behind my bedroom door, like a brooding dog. You cannot believe it, darling, can you? That I lived in such a house, was proud and loved. I, who lost my way, big now changes to receive love, at least in small change. Thank you.
Thank you, Srivatsan. That's poetry definitely does deserve high recognition. Our next performer for our lovely audience is a monologue spoken by the character Biff from the drama Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. Over to you, Ishan.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ishan Venkatraman, and I'll be narrating a monologue from Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller.
Louder, Ishan.
Yes, sir. Now, this is me, Willie. You know why I had no address for 3 months? I stole a suit in Kansas City and I was in jail. I stole myself out of every good job since high school. and I never got anywhere. Because you blew me so full of hot air, I could never stand taking orders from anybody. And that's whose fault it is. It's goddamn time you heard this, Willie. I was supposed to be big boss shot in 2 weeks, and I'm through with it. I ran down 11 flights with a pen in my hand today, and I suddenly stopped. You hear me? And in the middle of that office building, do you hear this? I stopped in the middle of that office building, and I saw the sky. I saw the things that I love in this world. The work, the food, the time to sit and smoke. I looked at my pen and said to myself, why the hell am I grabbing this for? Why am I trying to be what I don't want to be? What am I doing in an office, making a contemptuous, begging fool out of myself, when all I want is out there, waiting for me the minute I say, I know who I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishan. The story was truly ahead of its time. The book is stunningly articulate with its message. Our next performer for today is Lakshana, who will be narrating an extract from the great classic, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, another highly praised literary genius.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lakshana, and today I'll be performing an extract from A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. A shrill sound of laughter and of amused voices, voices of men, women, and children, resounded in the street while this wine game lasted. There was little roughness in the sport and much playfulness. There was a special companionship in it, an observable inclination on the part of everyone to join some other one, which led among the luckier or the lighter-hearted to frolicsome embraces, drinking of healths, shaking of hands, and even joining of hands in dancing a dozen together. When the wine was gone and the places where it had been most abundant were raked into a gridiron pattern by fingers, these demonstrations ceased as suddenly as they broke out. The man who left his saw sticking in the firewood he was cutting set it into motion again. The woman who had left on a doorstep a little pot of hot ashes, at which she had been trying to soften the pain in her own starved fingers and toes, returned to it. Men with bare arms, matted locks, and cadaverous faces, who had emerged into the winter light from cellars, moved away to descend again, and a gloom gathered on the scene, which appeared more natural to intense sunshine. The wine was red wine and had stained the ground of the narrow street in the suburb of Saint Antoine in Paris, where it was spilled. It had stained many hands too, and many faces, and many naked feet, and many wooden shoes. The hands of the man who sawed the wood left red marks on the billets, and the forehead of the woman who nursed her baby was stained with the stain of the old rag she wound about her head again. Those who had been greedy with the staves of the cask had acquired a tigerish smear about the mouth. And one tall joker, so besmirched, his head more out of a long, squalid bag of a nightcap than in it, scrawled upon a wall with his finger dipped in muddy wine lees. Blood. The time was to come when that wine too would be spilled on the street stones, and when the stain of it would be red upon many beds. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshana. Now, for a little language switch up, a monologue from the historical novel we all seem to collectively be in love with due to the extremely popular movie adaptation. An excerpt from Ponniyin Selvan, performed by Akshara Murali.
வணக்கம் நண்பர்களே, நான் உங்கள் கல்கி கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி. நான் எழுதிய பொன்னியின் செல்வன் புதினத்தின் முதல் அத்தியாயத்திலிருந்து ஒரு பகுதியை உங்களுடன் பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். சோழ சாம்ராஜ்யத்தில் அடுத்து பட்டத்துக்கு யார் வருவது என்பது பற்றிய கதை. வானர் குலத்து வீரன் வல்லவரையன் வந்தியத்தேவன் வீரநாராயண ஏரியை வந்தடைகிறான். அப்பொழுது ஏரிக்கரையில் பல வகை களியாட்டங்களில் ஈடுபட்டிருந்த ஜனங்கள் அத்தனை பேரும் அந்த படகுகள் வந்த திசையை ஆவலுடன் பார்க்க தொடங்கினார்கள். அந்த படகுகளிலே ஒரு படகு எல்லாவற்றுக்கும் முன்னதாக விரைந்து வந்து ஏரிக்கரை வடக்கு நோக்கி திரும்பும் மூலையை அடைந்தது. அந்த படகில் கூரிய பிரகாசமான வேல்களை ஏந்திய ஆஜானுபாகுவான வீரர்கள் பலர் இருந்தார்கள். அவர்களில் சிலர் ஏரிக்கரையில் குதித்திறங்கி அங்கே இருந்த ஜனங்களை பார்த்து போங்கள் போங்கள் என்று விரட்டினார்கள். அவர்கள் அதிகமாக விரட்டுவதற்கு இடம் வையாமல் ஜனங்களும் அவர்களுடைய பாத்திரங்கள் முதலியவற்றை எடுத்துக்கொண்டு விரைந்து கரையேறத் தொடங்கினார்கள். வந்தியத்தேவனுக்கு இது ஒன்றும் விளங்கவில்லை. வீரர்கள் யார்? பின்னால் வரும் பாய் விரித்த படகுகளில் யார் வருகிறார்கள்? எங்கிருந்து வருகிறார்கள்? ஒருவேளை அரச குடும்பத்தை சேர்ந்தவர்களாக இருப்பார்களோ? ஏரிக்கரையில் கையிலே கோல் பிடித்து நின்ற பெரியவர் ஒருவரை வல்லவரையன் அணுகினான். ஐயா, இந்த வீரர்கள் யாரை சேர்ந்தவர்கள்? அதோ பின்னால் வரும் மன்னக்கூட்டம் போன்ற ஊடங்கள் யாருடையவை? எதற்காக வீரர்கள் மக்களை விரட்டுகிறார்கள்? மக்களும் எதற்காக விரைகிறார்கள் என்று கேள்விகளை அடுக்கினான். தம்பி, உனக்கு தெரியவில்லையா என்ன? அதோ அந்த படகுகளின் நடுப்படகில் ஒரு கொடி பறக்கிறதே, என்ன எழுதியிருக்கிறது பார் என்றார் பெரியவர். பனைமரம் போல் தோன்றுகிறது. பனைமரம்தான். பனைமர கொடி பழுவேட்டரையர் கொடி என்று உனக்கு தெரியாதா? மகாவீரர் பழுவேட்டரையரா வருகிறார் என்று வந்தியத்தேவன் திடுக்கிட்ட குரலில் கேட்டான். அப்படிதான் இருக்க வேண்டும். பனைமரக் கொடியை உயர்த்தி கொண்டு வேறு யார் வர முடியும் என்றார் பெரியவர். வல்லவரையருடைய கண்கள் அளவிலா வியப்பினால் விரிந்து அந்த படகுகள் வந்த திசையே நோக்கின. பழுவேட்டரையரை பற்றி எவ்வளவோ கேள்விப்பட்டிருந்தான். யார்தான் கேள்விப்படாமல் இருக்க முடியும்? தெற்கே ஈழ நாட்டிலிருந்து வடக்கே கலிங்க நாடு வரையில் அண்ணன் தம்பிகளான பெரிய பழுவேட்டரையர், சின்ன பழுவேட்டரையர் என்பவர்களுடைய பெயர்கள் பிரசித்தமா இருந்தன. அத்தகைய மகாவீரரும் அளவிலா வலிமையும் அதிகாரமும் படைத்தவருமான பெரிய பழுவேட்டரையரை பார்க்க வேண்டும் என்ற ஆவல் வந்தியத்தேவனுடைய உள்ளத்தில் பொங்கியது. ஆனால் அதே சமயத்தில் காஞ்சி நகரின் புதிய பொன் மாளிகையில் இளவரசர் ஆதித்த கரிகாலர் அவனிடம் அந்தரங்கமாக சொன்ன செய்தி அவனுக்கு நினைவு வந்தது. வந்தியத்தேவா, சுத்த வீரன் என்பதை நான் நன்கறிவேன். அத்துடன் நீ நல்ல அறிவாளி என்று நம்பி இந்த மாபெரும் பொறுப்பை உன்னிடம் ஒப்புவிக்கிறேன். நான் கொடுத்த 2 ஓலைகளில் ஒன்றை என் தந்தை மகாராஜாவிடமும் இன்னொன்றை என் சகோதரி இளைய பிராட்டியிடமும் ஒப்புவிக்க வேண்டும். தஞ்சையின் ராஜ்யத்தின் பெரிய பெரிய அதிகாரிகளை பற்றி கூட ஏதேதோ கேள்விப்படுகிறேன். ஆகையால் நான் அனுப்பும் செய்தி யாருக்கும் தெரியக்கூடாது. எவ்வளவு முக்கியமானவராயிருந்தாலும் நீ என்னிடம் இருந்து ஓலை கொண்டு போவது தெரியக்கூடாது. வழியில் யாருடனும் சண்டை பிடிக்க கூடாது. நீயாக வலுச்சண்டைக்கு இழுக்காமல் இருந்தால் மட்டும் போதாது. மற்றவர்கள் வலுச்சண்டைக்கு இழுத்தாலும் நீ அகப்பட்டுக் கொள்ளக்கூடாது. உன்னுடைய வீரத்தை நான் நன்கறிவேன். எத்தனையோ தடவை நிரூபித்திருக்கிறாய். ஆகையால் வலிய வரும் சண்டையில் இருந்து விலகிக் கொண்டாலும் கௌரவ குறைவு ஒன்றும் ஏற்பட்டு விடாது. முக்கியமாக பழுவேட்டரையர்களிடமும் என் சிறிய தந்தை மதுராந்தகரிடமும் மிக்க ஜாக்கிரதையாக நடந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். அவர்களுக்கு நீ இன்னான் என்று கூட தெரியக்கூடாது. நீ எதற்காக போகிறாய் என்று கண்டிப்பாய் தெரியக்கூடாது. நன்றி.
Thank you, Akshara. Makes me want to watch the movies right now. Everyone here knows William Blake. Our English teachers have nothing but praise for him, right? And neither did Ishwar, who will be presenting his poem, Smile.
Hello, my name is Ishwar and I'm going to be reciting a poem, The Smile by William Blake. There's a smile of love. There's a smile of deceit. There's a smile of smiles in which these two smiles meet. And there's a frown of hate. And there's a frown of disdain. And there's a frown of frowns which is trying to forget in vain. But it sticks in the heart's deep core and sticks in the deep backbone. And no smile that ever was smiled, but one smile alone. That betwixt the cradle and grave, if only one smile can be. And when it wants to smile, there's an end to all misery. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishwar. Mr. Blake really gives to straight nostalgia, right? Hereby, with our last performance of the day and the 62nd performer of the Edon Festival from our Shreya Bhushal, Linda Loman's monologue from the objective masterpiece, Death of a Sales.
Willie Loman never made a lot of money. He's never been on a newspaper. He's not finest character. But he is a human being. And a terrible, terrible thing is happening to him. So attention must be paid. He mustn't be allowed to fall into his grave like an old dog. Attention. Attention must finally be paid to such a person. You call him a fool. A lot of people think he's lost his balance, but you don't have to be very smart to know what trouble he's in. This man, he's exhausted. Small man can be just as exhausted as a great man. He works for a company 36 years this March. Opens up unheard of territories to their trademark. Now, in his old age, they take away his salary. Are they any worse than his two sons? He used to make 6, 7 calls a day in Boston. But now he takes his balance out of his car and puts them back in and takes them out again, and he's exhausted. Instead of walking, he talks now. He drives 700 miles. And when he gets there, no one knows him anymore. No one welcomes him. And what goes on through a man's mind driving 700 miles home and not having earned a single cent? Why shouldn't he talk to himself? Why? When he has to go to Charlie's and borrow $50 a week and pretend to me it's his pay, how long can that go on? How long? Now you see what I'm sitting here waiting for. And you tell me this man, he has no character? Man, you never worked a single day but for your benefit. When does he get his medal for that? Thank you.
With that, we come to the end of day 4 of the Children's Read On Festival. We will be back again next week with another set of amazing performances. Till then, thank you and have a